they're gonna have a Dan Campbell situation where I think Mike Vrabel is gonna flip.
Throws the ball 50 times a game. You know who threw the ball 50 times a game and has more youth in his arm? Sam Howell. Give him a chance.
Quack.
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 Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack.
Come on, Ducks!
And a fucking hot dog that's been sitting there for 8 or 9 innings waiting for you to finally get to that dog. Nothing.
It looks like a Vads that just gave birth to octuplets and fucking a baseball came sliding down. The Saints to be good, but like.
Yeah, so do all the Saints fans, but that's just not really how it
I'm
works.
here to be like, I'm here to give my goddamn
Well, if the
number
Knicks
2.
win in 7, it's because the Pistons got hosed on some stupid call. I know it. I already know it.
Shit, inflammation around his pelvic region.
Yes.
So is he's done having sex for the rest of his life too then.
They got it. I hate to say it, but Andres Gallo's
Kidding me?
The camera fucking away so bad.
That's his idea, 100%. That's his. Those other two guys are looking at him like, look at this fucking dude.
All right, what's going on, people? We're back. I'm back. It's Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. It's a Wednesday evening. We got a full goddamn house tonight. I'm McDilly, a.k.a. the villain. You got Donnie, a.k.a. the big fettuccine. You got the Wander, a.k.a. a real guy's guy. And then you got Tycho, a.k.a. T-Dot, a.k.a. T-Sizzle, a.k.a. T-Bone Steak. AKA
He went from multiple weeks with no nicknames to 3, and
he had to make up for him.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's a small win for me.
I did want to start this pod with actually a little bit of story time because something happened today and I haven't told anyone yet because I wanted to save it for the podcast and save.
I feel like this happened yesterday, not today.
Well, this happened technically today because
Oh, technically, this is a hell of a story.
you can just look at the timeline. So here's what happened. Dylan didn't feel good last night because he's been, recovering from this head cold type of thing. So
Dylan hasn't felt good in weeks.
That's not true.
That's
So
what it feels like.
I'm like, oh, week. So I went to bed, and then I tried to go to bed at midnight. Couldn't fall asleep. 1:30, 2 o'clock rolls around in the morning. Dylan goes to take a shower, takes a hot shower. Dylan takes too hot of a shower. Dylan's like, oh my God, it's really hot. So you know how in the bathroom you have like the furnace on the bottom? So if you turn the switch on for the thing, that's where the cold air is being blown out of.
Yes.
So I laid on the floor with my face, just on my back with my face, getting the cool air on it. Because I was like, should have took so hot and such long of a shower when I don't feel good. I made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. That's the last thing Dylan remembered until 6:30 in the morning. Here's where the story gets good. 6:30 in the morning hits. Dylan's having a conversation with his mother in the bathroom. Not really too sure what's going on. Because she goes, hey, Dylan, what are you doing? And the first thing I say is, I'm taking a shower. And then she goes, no, you're not. You're wearing all your clothes. Or no, she goes, no, you're not, because you're wearing your clothes, a shirt and shorts. So, I put on clothes after I was out of the shower. And I go, you're right, I'm not. What am I doing? She goes, I don't know. But I heard the shower running at 6:30 in the morning. I'm about to leave for work. Are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. Turn the shower off. I go into my bed, and I'm still very confused. I'm like, why was I in the bathroom at 6:30 in the morning? I'm tripping out. And then I quickly realize, over the next 10 minutes of me laying in bed, Dylan fell asleep from 2:30 to 6:30 with the shower on in the bathroom with the lights off.
Oh, boy.
So I go up to mom and give her like $200, and I go, this probably won't even cover it, but I just ran you about a 4-hour shower bill yesterday because I fell asleep.
That's good. Good God, Dylan.
Because when I laid down, here's all I can think, because I can't tell you my thought process. All I can think is that shower running was like white noise, and I had a cool breeze on my face, and I just knocked out.
Man, the only thing that could have made this story better was like you leaving like the shower plug in, and your mom found you like almost drowning.
Oh, she thought, I asked her, I go, what did you think? She goes, I knocked on the door for 5 minutes with no response. And at that point, I started to think you were dead. I was like, oh, why'd you think that? She goes, the lights were off in the bathroom and the shower was running and you weren't replying and you weren't in bed. I was like, okay, that might be on me.
This head cold is my 13th reason.
I told Mom, I said 2-minute showers with a timer for the rest of the week. And that's where we're at, people. What's up, Eric?
Not enough.
Glad you could hear
So-
that.
So
That's how we're starting off our week.
I don't know 100% how accurate this is, but I asked ChatGPT how much it would cost if you let. It says realistic answer: letting your shower run for 4 hours straight likely costs around $4 to $8 on your water bill.
I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
No.
I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
No. I don't know.
I might be able,
I don't know
I
at
might be
home.
able to
So
help here. If
I'm
you
not
say
gonna
answer the phone.
I'm not gonna lie, Dylan. It's not as expensive as you think.
No. I thought you overpaid by quite
He
some.
definitely overpaid. I
Quite some.
thought that immediately.
But now you can take some longer showers.
yeah, now you've paid.
No,
You have a bank now.
she didn't answer. God damn it.
You got about you got 24 hours.
Of course, she's not gonna answer. She's like, I got his money.
See, because me and Nikki, like, I'll take a shower before work, a shower before bed. That's 2 showers a day. Nikki usually takes just one because she doesn't work till later, possibly 2 a day. So that's 3 to 4 showers a day. You pay the water bill every 3 months, and my water bill plus, like, we do a lot of cooking here, so like the sink gets running and stuff. The water bill is usually between like $50 and $60 for 3 months worth of water. So it's not as high as you think.
Well, whatever it is, I'll tell you right now, it was
Your story makes it ridiculous.
It was a
but-
lesson you learn situation, and if I ever want to lay back on the bathroom floor, I will think twice. And
If you ever want to lay back on the bathroom floor and it's too hot, maybe turn off the fucking steaming hot shower.
fine.
And then hold on, crack the door, just the door.
Or go lay in your bed where you have 2 fans pointing at you. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
All right, look, here's where I'm at. It won't happen again.
Can't back you up on that.
I also don't think that this is the last time that happens.
Zero faith.
Okay, let's talk about. I just wanted to throw that story out there at the beginning, and now we can move on. I can't confirm or deny if it will happen again because
It might.
It's just next time your feet will be at the door and your back will be resting on the tub.
I'm young and dumb.
And there'll be no way to open the door and no one will know if he's okay.
So the question to all of you that are currently in,
You'll wake up like an accordion.
you can put it in the comments if you want. What's the craziest place you ever fell asleep? If you have one, just smack them in the comment. We'll show it on the screen. All right, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about football. Let's get to it.
I mean, all right. I was
What?
going to say something. No, let it go. I'm not going to say it.
Goff on first down, firing downfield for Williams. He's got it. Jamison Williams into the end zone, touchdown.
Genty breaking a tackle with that stiff arm, takes a little stutter step, picks up a first down, cuts it back inside. Ashton Genty trying to turn on the gas. Out of the backfield, Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first.
You can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught.
All right, we got to talk about 2 conference championship games, and then we got to break down some more hirings that have went on. All right, let's get to it. Kicking things off in Denver, we had the Patriots take on the Broncos in what turned to be a blizzard. The absolute second half of this football game quickly went from a 7-7 good defensive battle until slipping and sliding, and no one could really run. Yeah. Very hard elements to play in, even harder elements to kick in. We saw not 1, not 2, but 3 missed field goals, 2 from Denver and 1 from New England. And New England pulled out the 10-7 dub against Jericho.
So, big regrets. Where are they at? I'm thinking they're lying in Denver. Why not take the points before halftime? Someone in that building had to have known it was going to fucking snow in the second half. Why not take the points before halftime if you know there's going to be a blizzard in 25 minutes?
With
And it's not going to stop. Yeah. So maybe take the points before halftime and kick the field goal.
With a
I understand the thought process. You know, they're like, you know, maybe we have to score a touchdown here because second half's going to be miserable, but that would have made me kick the field goal, not go for a touchdown. That's just me. I could be wrong, but I can't be the only one that was ready for Dylan to call this one a barn burner. Anybody else? Anybody else?
No.
Did anybody else see that coming or just me?
I was ready for him to use the word burner, but not barn.
Nothing was burning in this game. It was ice.
No, because there was a bad game the other week where you used the word.
A little burn would have helped.
Yeah,
We
but it
talked
wasn't.
about it again?
Yeah, but it was warm. The elements of the weather were warm, so I could use burner.
This,
Freezing cold. Jesse was
you
snowing.
do not remember the game. I
don't.
know you don't remember the
I
game
don't.
enough to the weather.
I don't.
He's trying to bounce back. He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
I don't remember what game
I
it is,
don't
but I
think
know
you
that.
did.
I know that it was probably warm, unless it was cold.
It was probably New England, Houston.
It's probably warm unless it was cold. Okay.
New England, Houston was also cold
Could've
with
been-
8 turnovers.
could've been
in terrible
Nowhere,
weather.
no. Fuck that. Nowhere's hot right now, for real, where football's being played. So you saying it was warm unless it was cold is no shit.
That
Well-
means it was inside or it was outside.
So you're gonna
That's
tell
what
me
that's
that-
essentially what you're saying.
And Jesse's like, nowhere that they're playing football right now is going to be warm. Okay, that's not fair because there's only 2 locations this week. So
Oh
fuck
no.
that.
We can go. Listen,
It was Seattle and Denver.
it could have
You
been.
can go back another week and it was still cold everywhere.
Could have been New England.
Yeah,
Could've
because
been Chicago.
LA had to play 7 straight fucking road games. What if they would have got a playoff game? You would have been in sunny Los Angeles.
Is that what happened?
Inside.
Inside. Even better, even warmer.
It wasn't possible.
Arguably not warmer because it's air conditioned. But that's beside the point.
God damn
We're
it.
way off track right now.
Jake, what are your thoughts on the game?
Wait, I got you. The Broncos' thought process of not kicking the field goal was exactly what Sean Payton had said many times before the game. I'm not worried about Stiddy. Stiddy gonna do this. Stiddy gonna do that. So he was like, Stiddy's gonna get the first down.
Okay, that's fair. But what was he supposed to say? Oh, we're fucked. Stidham's playing? Oh my god, we don't have a fucking chance. No, he had to build him up to get this confidence, right? Like he's not gonna walk up there and say, "Yep, Bo's out, we're fucked. Season's over."
I mean, in my mind,
what was he supposed to say?
in my mind, at any point, I'm taking the points. Unless I'm in a crunch time scenario where I have to get a touchdown, then sure, go for it. But they didn't need a touchdown. Get the points where you can, especially if you know a snowstorm's coming. You know, so Denver pulled a Detroit there and didn't take the points where they should have, and it shot at them in the ass.
Does anybody
You
have
can't
any
tell me
thoughts
there's
on
not
this
a
game
single
besides
person
that
that
one play?
Didn't know. Besides that one play,
Yeah.
that was the last good play of the game. The rest of the second half
I'm not
was
arguing with you.
15 yards punt, 15 yards punt, and then again they just ran out of time. Thank
This
God.
game made me worried about the Patriots being a good team in the Super Bowl.
Well, they're not going to be playing in a blizzard in the Super Bowl. So I think
Not only should that game make you worried about the Patriots not being a good team, the collective overall season of all the teams they had to play were not competitive teams. They had below 40% win percentage if you combine all the teams they played. They played 2 above 500 teams all year.
Yeah, but you can't
One other
take
team.
away what they did to Houston last week. They belt the ass and made
Hey.
CJ look dumb.
Well, CJ didn't play
A
well.
lot of
Yes.
teams have gotten to the Super Bowl with bad schedules. This just happens to be the worst schedule ever.
And it's for the Patriots. I mean, as a fucking football fan, if you're just a regular old football fan and you're like the Lions, the Browns, the Panthers, all these like average teams. You've been trying to rebuild for years. It's just so frustrating that it seems like things are gift wrapped for the Patriots. It's so frustrating.
They're like the Tyler Domzalskis of the NFL.
Explain.
Golden horseshoes all the way. Don't deserve it, but somehow they continue to get blessed.
Saying I don't deserve it is really fucked up.
Yeah, come on, Tyler. You know that you have a golden horseshoe up your butt, and this team is luckier than shit.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna walk around here and tell you I don't work hard for most of the things I have.
You're looking in the mirror right now and saying you hate what you see, and that is a different conversation for a different therapist.
This is fucked up. Someone else needs to say something. This is fucking an attack on me as a person.
Not an attack.
This is an attack.
I don't know if about that. Yeah, I don't know. This game's. Let's just move on. That's where I'm at. Next game. That's not. There's not
a little bit of confrontation. Here's Jake. Let's get on to something else. Don't put me in a spot. Fucking.
No, because I'm gonna say one thing, and then the next thing I know, he's gonna rattle off 10 about me. I'm good.
Don't make yourself such an easy target.
Yeah, it's not what this podcast is about. Damn it. Let's move on. Sports.
It should be about that.
It should be about Jake.
Be a ton of viewers if it was just about Roast and Jake.
That's probably why we have so many viewers right now.
Be
All right.
if it was about that.
Rams, Seahawks. Let's talk about the better game. This was an absolute shootout. This was a barn burner, damn it.
You can say that. I won't say shit.
This is a great game. Matthew Stafford and the Rams, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. The run game had 114 yards as well. Puka Nacua, 165 receiving yards and a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 90 receiving yards and a touchdown. And that was just the losing team.
Yeah, get to the team that fucking matters.
Now here is Sam Darnold, who went 25 and 36, 300.
Sam motherfucking Darnold.
3 touchdowns, no interceptions. K9 once again had a touchdown with 62 yards and 153 yards, 10 catches on 12 targets, and a touchdown for JSN. 31-27 was your final.
It says 31-17 according to the screen.
I was wrong.
Oh,
this is a good game. This one was an electric.
Hit the 1 instead of the 2, son of a bitch.
This was the game that was fun to watch. Back and forth. Came down to where the Rams couldn't stop the Seahawks, and that's ultimately what it came. Seahawks got up on one possession lead on them, and that's the Rams were chasing ever since. And I thought both teams, whoever won this, I thought was going to win the Super Bowl. I still think that. So, congrats.
Yeah,
Seattle.
because opposite of the Patriots, both these teams the last 8 weeks have just had gauntlets. Like Seattle with competitive teams, and Los Angeles with the fact that out of their last 8 games, they've had 7 road games. I mean, that shit's hard.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The last 8 games they played, they've had 7 road games because of the fact that they've just, had the 3 straight playoff games, and then they finished their schedule with 3 out of their 4 games being road games. So,
well, did it to themselves by not beating Seattle in the regular season.
yeah, 100%. But
could have fucking had all home games.
And they still played, I would argue, great football. They just didn't play the best football. That was Seattle. But they still played great football. 340 yards and 3 touchdowns with no picks in the whole game. But, yeah, the problem is that you can be good all you want. Great teams win the Super Bowl. And Seattle has shown that they have been great this postseason.
Jake, how ready are you for Sam Darnold, 3rd quarter injury, Jalen Milroe fucking stepping in and winning the Super Bowl, huh? You ready for that?
God, it would make me happy.
I'm ready for that.
Considering how much I hate Sam Darnold. Oh, God.
Why do you hate Sam Darnold?
Always hate. I hated him when he was on Minnesota. I just never thought he was great. Never thought he was good. And
You said you hated
You
Sam
hate
Darnold.
Sam Darnold?
Yeah, I've always been. I said I hate. Yeah, hated. Like,
Hate is a strong word.
It's a very strong word, Jay.
hating on him. Sorry. I don't personally hate him. Just never liked him. I never thought he was that good of a player. And God, he just keeps proving me wrong year after year. And how much longer I can stand on this hill? But we're gonna keep it going.
Maybe you should look at the fact that when he's played on good teams with good weapons, he's a good quarterback. And when he plays on bad teams without weapons, he's a bad quarterback.
I feel like
That's
you
how I
could
look
probably
at it.
say that about a lot of people, but
So we can basically consider Jake a racist because he just hates guys with red hair.
I
100%.
said nothing.
It's all about his red hair, isn't it,
I
Jake?
said nothing about the tone of his hair. Don't you?
You don't want a Ginger to win the Super Bowl.
Don't you dare put words in my
Jesse,
mouth.
can you believe
Straight.
this? He's talking about how he hates Sam Darnold. Hates him.
You're damn straight. I don't want no Ginger winning the Super Bowl.
Oh God.
Not at quarterback.
Oh,
Not at quarterback. Let me make sure my screen ain't full.
Your screen was looking like Sam Darnold for a minute.
First of all, biased opinion. But yeah, no. Sam Darnold is listen, we're gonna glorify him.
Yes.
We're gonna act like this man is, just that guy.
Only quarterback in NFL history to win 14 or more games with 2 different teams in 2 years. Just saying, I'm gonna gloat.
I understand. JJ McCarthy, really bad. Look really trash. Is bad. But we are not gonna sit here and act like he hasn't gotten himself with 2 very well. There's like 3 OCs, top 3. You got McVay, and I feel like it's Kevin and McDonald.
Yeah.
They're the ones that have been cooking.
Look, here's all
Both
that
those
I'll
guys
say.
have made Sam Darnold who he is, and I will give Sam his credit because he didn't choke when the moments were there to choke. But I feel
This
like,
year.
I feel
Last
like
year he choked on a big bag of
he
dicks.
He did.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a lot like when Purdy went to the Super Bowl, but we're not treating it the same.
No, because we
Well, yeah,
feel
Sam
a lot
Darnold
more
was a
confident
first-round
in the fact
pick.
that Seattle's defense isn't dead and hurt, and even if they lose a key player on defense, that defense is really good. And offensively, if they need to switch up and go to the run game with K9 with that O line, they can. So that's why
I feel like
think
all I was
it's crazy that
talking
Sam
about was
Darnold was
quarterback.
drafted with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Baker Mayfield, and he's been to 2 Super Bowls before either of them have been to 1. Because he was the backup when San Francisco made it, so he's technically been in the Super Bowl twice.
Shit. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's an accurate fact.
He's been to the Super Bowl 2 times before the other quarterbacks, Lamar, Baker, and Josh Allen.
Yeah,
that
he's
were
the
drafted
only
with him.
quarterback in that draft who's went to the Super Bowl, right?
It's the only quarterback. Yeah, he's been there twice. None of them been there once.
I'm only gonna say he's been there once. The other time he just rid the bench.
He was there.
He was
I don't
on the
care. I don't
team. He would have
care.
gotten
I
a
don't
ring.
care. I
He
don't care.
was there.
I don't care.
He could have Nick Foles it. You never know. Something could have happened.
That's
Where I'm gonna pull this card out of my ass one day when Jalen
That was
Milrow
like he
takes
was
Seahawks
backing
to the
up
Super
for,
Bowl.
Garoppolo.
He was there the first time. I'll be using this.
Yeah,
I don't care. He was a great motivator.
He didn't do nothing.
But I think when it comes to this game though,
Game in what, 10 days?
no, this game, the game that happened because I
Oh, sorry.
anything
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
game besides Sam Darnold.
Yep.
I think the Rams choked it,
Can't
feel
show
like-
what they never had.
but I feel like they did have the chance to take the lead and they fucked up with that 4th down. Before the field goal got kicked by Seattle.
Yeah, but I
When it was a
think
4-point game,
Yeah.
that was your moment to swing, and you gave it away with poor play calling.
I mean, Seattle almost fucking handed him the game when they had 4th and 11 and the guy got a fucking taunting penalty. That drove me nuts.
Yeah.
As a man that was rooting for Seattle, I was like, are you effing kidding me? Like, did you really just, okay, this is going to come back to bite us. Next fucking play. Touchdown, Puka Nacua, 45-yard touchdown. I'm like, here we go. But it worked out, so I'm not mad.
All right.
It was a great
Let's
game.
move on to a couple of hirings here. Yeah. Breaking news: the Ravens hired the Chargers.
It's not breaking news.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it was labeled under it when ESPN tweeted it 6 days ago. The Ravens hired Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter as their new head coach. Thoughts on that, fellas? Replacing Harbaugh.
Top 3 replacement, some people would have called it 1. Seeing as you were the one that probably got rid of the most sought after coach.
So you really, I mean, I like this hire as well. He took their
A+
defense that was a top, or sorry, not top, but bottom 32 into a top 5 defense. So that's what Baltimore needs.
Yeah.
And they have Kyle Hamilton.
Yep. Next one that we have is the Packers hired former former head coach of the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon. We said he'd get another job, and he is now the defensive coordinator for Green Bay.
Honestly, if Green Bay has all their pieces on defense healthy, you could have fucking Dylan running the Packers defense and it'll look fine. They have good players. And I feel like the Packers know what they're doing and they're going to draft like secondary help in the draft or get him some secondary people in free agency, and they're going to have a solid defense next year.
Yeah. He should be fine.
Jake, any thoughts?
Average.
No.
Okay. Let's get
He's shaking his head.
Let's get to the next piece of news. I just wanted to quickly point this out. The Falcons have hired former Lions GM Bob Quinn as their senior advisor to head coaches. Have fun with him as a Lions fan. Not a fun time. All right. Next we have the Browns hired Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken as their new head coach. This happened today, like 8 hours ago.
Live intro from Jim Schwartz here.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz basically told the front office to go fuck themselves because he wasn't even in the conversation. But,
Well, actually, he straight up told the Browns, if you guys don't hire me as the next head coach, I am leaving. And as soon as they announced that he is not going to be the head coach, he started shaking hands and left the building.
It's because they only interviewed him to get past the Rooney Rule so that they could hire Todd Monken. I mean, you know what I mean.
Wait a second. Isn't the Rooney Rule where you have to interview an African-American candidate?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Jim Schwartz is white as hell.
Why
yeah, he's white as shit.
Then wait. Then I don't know who they've interviewed to where they can even get a coach yet. So I'm surprised they even got a coach.
Honestly, it was probably Calvin Shepard.
Yeah.
He was interviewing for head coaching gigs.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They just
We
pulled
got
the janitor into the
more
office.
here. The Titans hired Brian Daboll as their new offensive coordinator. And as the Titans fan here, I will say fucking... Oh, sorry. Well, half the Titans fans. Still getting used to it, Tyler. I apologize. Brian Daboll, I love this hire because I think that he is a great offensive coordinator and a terrible head coach. Online sentiment has been pretty much the same as what I think. Did not want him to be a head coach. We got that head coach. That's the defensive guy. That's, like Jake said, the next coming of Mike Vrabel, pretty much, our defensive side there. And we needed a guy who was good at calling the OC and has proved that he is, and nothing more than that. That's where Daboll goes. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's solid.
Man,
I'll keep saying this. You know what, Dylan? You know what I didn't think about? But I thought about it now because you brought up the golden horseshoe in my ass earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe me hopping on the Titans bandwagon is the best possible thing for you.
I hope you're right.
Because
Oh,
then
yes.
my golden horseshoe powers will take the Titans to the next level.
If the Titans win a playoff game this year, I'm going to be so upset knowing that playoff game that we went to when you were like, I'm not really, a big Titans fan. I'm going to be like, if only I converted you.
Only you converted me sooner.
Bengals game and Jesse torturing me.
He's like, we could have been Super Bowl champions.
We could have won it all with Tannehill.
We were the 1 seed. All we needed was a little luck.
You ruined Derrick Henry at his prime.
All right. Yeah, one more head coach signing, and then we have one more thing that we need to talk about in the NFL. So the Bills they've hired their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, promoted up to the head coach.
Surprised.
Anyone the Bills could have hired was worse than with the situation they were in. They shouldn't have fired their head coach in the first place. That's my opinion.
How did you get somebody to agree to be your head coach knowing they're going to be the scapegoat for anything that goes wrong?
There's only 32 head coaching jobs. Maybe they were like, we have Josh Allen. You'll be fine. And he was like, oh, sweet. Yeah, okay. I like Josh.
But if he fumbles and puts the other team in a position to kick a field goal, it's your fault.
Yeah. And you're gone, by the way. You're gone.
We'll just get you the boot. Because, you're the scapegoat for everything.
Because now it's way easier.
That's exactly what it is. I was actually surprised as well that they made this move, but I really don't feel much about it.
I was more surprised when they fired their head coach than when they made this
exactly.
move.
So it's almost
like I said,
Who else
anyone
wants
they
to
could have
take the
hired that's
blame?
available,
Joe?
not better.
Get over here.
And then they did that. The crazy part is, then they did their interview of like, shit on our wide receiver, lie about it. Fucking, oh yeah. Oh my God, they said something about the fact that there wasn't much from the game that had to do with McDermott's firing, but like at the same time, something at the end of the game that was controversial had to do with their decision, but it was like I really wish I could remember that quote.
I'm sorry, but like the no catch is the most controversial thing in that game, so it like overruled my brain of thinking of anything else that was controversial. I'm trying to remember, but I can only picture that play.
That play was like part of their description of why, but they also said like the game had nothing to do. It was a confusing interview that was like, you guys are really just bullshitting your way through.
And then they threw Keon Coleman under the bus. That boy caught it straight for no reason. The owner basically said, "Yeah, we never really wanted to draft him. We kind of just did it, but we never really wanted him."
Because the coaches pushed, and then you have video footage of one of your guys being like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody gets him."
Keon was probably sitting at home like, "The fuck? I'm still on the team."
But is he though?
No,
Yeah.
Ever since he missed that one team meeting, they never played him again.
They just don't like him. Just call it what it is. He's a good
They
player,
don't like
y'all
him.
Like him. Okay. All right. Last piece of news that we have in the world of NFL, because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Shedeur Sanders has been added to the Pro Bowl after playing in 8 games, 1,400 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 120 for 212.
What's his
Pro Bowl.
QBR? What's his QBR? Go ahead, read that.
56.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot
Isn't
of
it?
don't nobody want to be in it.
Yeah, can we
Horrible.
just like all agree that we know why he's there without saying why he's there?
Yeah.
We all know why he's there, right?
Was one of the more exciting players in the league, right?
No.
The views.
He made the Browns watchable. That's why.
The views.
No.
Either you hate him and want to talk
Yeah, I was
shit.
gonna say that.
You either hate the fuck out of him or you love him because of his 7 good plays of the season. But either way, you're going to watch either to hate on him and be like,
He's
oh,
polarizing.
he sucks, or because he's going to do good and you can be like, see, I told you he's going to be good. Either way, you're going to watch. And
Well,
they need
here's-
eyes on the Pro Bowl because every year it gets worse.
Well, for everyone who was wondering how we got here, here's essentially what happened. The AFC's Pro Bowl quarterbacks were Drake May, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. Drake May's going to the Super Bowl, and the other 2 are banged up. So Bo Nix got injured.
It's
Patrick
flag
Mahomes is injured.
football.
Daniel Jones is injured. So then they went to Shedeur.
This is also like bowl games, though, Jake. Like the players can just opt out if they don't want to.
Yeah, so I'm saying
I get it, but like, it's not contact. Like they
It doesn't
made
matter.
no contact.
It's a waste of time.
you'll probably have
just
Herbert.
annoying. Like the whole point of it's to showcase the top talent in the NFL, and if you're gonna bring guys in who are throwing
But
10
it's
interceptions,
pointless.
and 7
That's what it used to
touchdowns,
be. That's what it used
The
to
top talent in the NFL is playing the next week in the fucking Super Bowl.
Now, I
yeah,
do
it's
think
always
a
been that
little
way.
weird,
It's
though.
stupid.
But you'd still
I
have
feel it's a
top
little
players.
weird with the
It's just
NFL.
I hate the NFL.
The
when it
NFL, and
comes
I
to the
hate
Pro Bowl.
this team, okay? But I do think it's a little weird that the NFL named Trevor Lawrence as a top 5 MVP candidate and didn't even invite him to the Pro Bowl. They didn't ask him.
Well,
At this point, Philip Rivers should have got an invite. He played enough games. He would
He
have
was
been
too busy doing head coaching
No
interviews.
contact.
yeah, Phil's trying to be a coach.
You should have invited Philip.
I think the Bills should have hired Phil.
He came there.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
think they
something.
should have done.
QB coach.
Can I bring up one more thing?
Go ahead.
How the hell can you say anybody's a Hall of Fame head coach if Bill Belichick can't get on the first try?
Yeah, Bill Belichick not being a first ballot NFL Hall of Famer.
That's
is
crazy,
fucking
right?
Wild.
Like we can all agree that's crazy, right?
That's insane.
That's absolutely insane.
yes.
Like
There's some
y'all hating.
haters in
Y'all
that
hating.
room that do not like Bill or do not like the Patriots because
Well,
that's blasphemy.
Do you know who Bill was always a dick to the entire time he was a head coach?
Somebody on that board for sure.
Every single member of the media, and the
Yeah.
media votes on this shit.
Yeah.
Like, media members have votes. And the media hated Bill Belichick because he would give them shit. They'd ask him questions, and he'd ask a question back instead of answering. Like, he was a dick
I hate that
to the
topic
media.
because that's like
So that probably plays a role as much as it shouldn't.
I hate that because that's like if the paparazzi got to vote on if Justin Bieber won his awards, they wouldn't give him
Right.
fucking any of them. But like that's bullshit.
Yeah. But Justin Bieber went to enough Diddy parties, so he got his fucking awards. All right, that's how it works.
He did, and Bill didn't, but his girlfriend probably did. Heyo.
Well, people probably don't love that either. They're probably just jealous that Bill can wheel a 24-year-old.
They
They're
are
like,
jealous.
fuck this guy.
That's all we
Oh
do.
man, if this guy gets a 24-year-old, he doesn't need a first ballot Hall of Fame too.
That's what we
But
call
I mean,
it. It's
As much as it's like fucked up that he's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, like he's getting in anyways,
Yep.
even if
Yeah.
it's not first ballot. Like he's still getting in.
Yeah.
You can't deny he's getting in.
Screwed up.
But
It is screwed up.
You know what's gonna happen?
Okay, since we're on the Hall of Fame topic, one, it shouldn't even be out yet, but like you can tell that the media members are the ones voting because the fact that it got leaked, like they haven't even announced the Hall of Fame people yet because it's not supposed to be public knowledge yet. And what else got leaked is that Eli Manning got snubbed second year of eligibility for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, snubbed. So my question is, should Eli Manning even be in the Hall of Fame?
No, he didn't get snubbed. He is not a Hall of Famer.
He just happens to have 2 Super Bowl champions. Like the shape, like it's.
And it just happens to be against everybody's version of the greatest quarterback of all time.
Swaggy
And
P's
my
got 3
point-
rings. Should he be a Hall
I
of
mean-
Famer if we're using that type of logic? Come on now.
Because before Tom left, it was, oh, Bill Belichick has made Tom Brady and done the supporting cast. And then it was like, wait, is it Tom? And then Tom leaves. And then it's like, oh, Tom did it. He won in, Tampa. Bill can't do anything. And now, even though he was up for eligible to be in the Hall of Fame first, and they could both be like, yeah, I got in on my first, you got in on your first. No, fuck Bill. Tom's going to get in on his first availability, and then he's going to be like, see, I made you.
So when's the roast of Bill Belichick? Because I want to see that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to see. Roast the Bill.
All right, let's move it on. We only have one thing really to talk about in the world of basketball, so I'm not going to hit the video, but it's, pretty big topic. Giannis Antetokounmpo. The boy wants a trade.
Yeah, Giannis has a fucking for sale sign wrapped around his
We
neck.
kind of talked about this at the end of last year about Giannis getting moved and will he, won't he, blah, blah, blah. But it's looking more ideal and more definite. And we have the 4 teams that are making the most enticing offer to the Bucks. We have the Warriors, we have the Knicks, we have the Heat, and we have the Timberwolves. So I'll start. I would love to see him go to the Timberwolves and team up with Anthony Edwards. They can go those 4 first-round picks. I know Dillingham's gone. I know who's the other guard in the playoffs that helped him? Jesse, point guard, Toronto. Or not Toronto, Timberwolves.
Desmond Bain? No, he's not there.
No, never mind. But you know what I'm talking about. Really good player as well. He'll be in there, that trade package. And, yeah, I see him Timberwolves.
Oh, the defensive guy?
Yeah, the dude who literally was number 2 in the playoffs with Anthony last year.
I feel like no. Why do I keep thinking of Memphis players?
Good Lord. I'll go and I'll look it up. You guys give your answers.
I mean, am I picking between those 4 teams?
And I mean, unless you think there's another team that's going to pull out an offer that they most likely can't afford.
Out of those 4 teams that are throwing out offers, I'd like to see him go to Miami.
Jaden McDaniels. Good Lord.
I think Giannis Miami is probably not where his most desired choice is, but I think it's the best fit for him outside of Golden State, which I don't think he'll go to Golden State. But Yeah, I'd like to see him go to Miami. That's where I would like to see him go.
Trying to figure out how that would be a good fit. Trying to figure out how he would win there, but okay.
Gives them something to build around. Right now, they have nothing.
I don't
So
think he wants to
no,
go to a
it
team
would
to
not
be
be a
built
win
around.
now
I think he
scenario
wants
for
to go to a
Miami.
team to
No,
win.
it would. I get that. I wasn't talking about his fit to win though. In general, I think his best fit would be Miami. Gives them the opportunity.
I push back on that because I don't like you saying that would be his best fit if he's said in multiple times he wants out of the Bucks because the Bucks are trying to rebuild right now. So he's not going to go to another team that's going to rebuild around him. He's going to go to a Minnesota. He's going to go to a Golden State. He's going to go to, I would say the Spurs, but literally like 20 minutes ago they tweeted the Spurs are out. He's going to go to a contender.
Giannis needs to go somewhere where he can be a 2.
Yes.
There needs to already be a 1 on the team, and he's the 2. Not that he's not better than whoever it is, but like he needs a 1. So it's superstar, Giannis, rest of team.
Because Tyler Hero's gone, so it's going to be him and Bam. Tyler Hero will be in that trade.
Yeah, and you got one of the hottest draft classes coming up this next year.
With 1 pick.
Okay.
And Milwaukee doesn't have their first.
Exactly.
Okay, if he goes to Miami, I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you keep
I
saying
don't care about the Bucks pick. I'm
Fit.
talking about Miami.
That's what's throwing me off.
I don't think he pisses me off. I have no idea where he's gonna go.
I feel like he's gonna go to the Warriors.
What's
and the Knicks, and
fucking
we're both gonna be
not
sad.
being talked about at all, but like probably won't happen, and that's why it's not being talked about. But you know who has a ton of fucking first round picks and is already a fucking great team? The Oklahoma City Thunder.
What do you mean hasn't been
Wouldn't
talked
that
about?
be
We talked
crazy?
about it on this
I'd
podcast
cancel
for
basketball
weeks.
like I
We
did
even have
baseball.
a video for it. Yeah.
He's not one of the 4 teams. Oklahoma City wasn't on the list of 4 teams for trade for Giannis that you're talking about.
Oh, you think OKC's gonna?
They could give him 5 first-round picks, get Giannis, and still have a great young core for the next 6-7 years.
Not gonna lie.
Isn't that insane?
I see
I'm
what
giving
you're
you
saying.
3 first round picks. Bye bye
Wait.
Chet. And then somebody else. And you can take somebody else too. And
Fuck
if I-
somebody else. You can give him Chet and 5 first-round picks, and you're still going to be good the next 7 or 8 years. You really could.
I think you're only allowed to do 3 in one trade. At least first.
Then get another team involved. Fuck it. Get them all out of here. That's a real possibility in my brain. If Oklahoma City's probably like, dude, we're fine. Because they're probably fine. But, I mean.
Yeah, Jake, if
I-
you end up being right, Thanos might go from averaging 2.5 points to 4 points a game because you might actually have to play in Miami.
Hey, it's all about the values.
Hey, what are you talking about? He gets some real PT. Ooh, boy.
Jesse, did I hear you say where you think he's going to go?
And Jesse said he doesn't know.
No. I personally think that he's not going to go anywhere, and they're going to wait. If they're smart, they're going to wait until the summer, and then they're going to trade him because you'll have way more offers in the offseason than you'll get.
After Luka
end of
Doncic
this
got
season.
traded at the deadline last year, I trust nothing. I'm just ready for it again this
Well,
year.
yeah, at
Give me-
least with Giannis, though, we have a heads up. Luka was just dropped on us like
Yeah.
a fucking bomb. So I mean,
Luca happened at fucking 4 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah. So
at least
I
we
think
have
I'm gonna get
an
Giannis
idea
at
this is
5.
happening.
Also, Shams is going to be tweeting that shit out while he's playing in the celebrity game, so that should be interesting.
He's just gonna grab a microphone and be like, guys,
You won't believe what just happened.
my phone's blowing up.
Let's get the NBA picks before we get to UFC, because it would just be weird to go to UFC and then come back to NBA. So let's get it. Game. Oh man, I hate that game already started. That would have been a good game. Game number 1. Let's talk about it. The San Antonio Spurs are taking on the Houston Rockets. Rockets are favored -2.5 points. Over under 220.5.
I'm taking the Spurs.
Same here.
Oh,
The people you care about are playing.
give me Houston.
I'm gonna ride San Antonio.
Mm.
All right. This is a good start to a catch-up week. We got this. Come on.
Yeah, that's what you keep telling yourself. Jay.
I'm gonna keep telling myself it'll happen eventually.
All right, at 9:30 tomorrow night, the Oklahoma City Thunder are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Everyone I care about's playing, correct?
Currently checking. Yes, yes, and yes.
I'm taking
playing,
Minnesota.
Mike playing. Ant's playing.
Timber my wolves.
Yeah, give me Minnesota as well on this one.
I'm gonna ride. Okay.
Is there a spread?
No.
Or we're just picking money on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still staying.
Yeah, I'm gonna take OKC. They'll probably be the favorite, but
When is this game?
Tomorrow at 9:30 on Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
Okay, see.
Splitter flitter. All right, let's go to Friday where we have. Let's do it. Is Curry playing? Yes, he is. Let's go. The Detroit Pistons are taking on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors, Tyler, on ESPN at 10 o'clock. Let's see what the fuck your brain wants to do here.
Pistons.
Ooh. I don't
Give
know.
me the
but I know
Pistons
what-
as well.
Yeah, Jason to the Pistons. Gosh, shit. Give me Golden State. I don't want to, but I got.
I feel like I only put Dylan's brain in a blender by not taking Golden
Yes,
State.
and I'm confused. I'm gonna take the Warriors.
I apologize. I missed who the Warriors were playing.
Us.
Sorry, Pistons.
Pistons. Fuck, I look like.
I hate that Dylan's on Warrior Island.
Yeah, he deserves to be there.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
He just deserves to be by himself.
All right, let's quickly go over UFC and then get the fuck out of here. All right, UFC 324. Thank you to Tyler and Jake for breaking this down because I was not here Saturday. So let's recap this shit.
We did our best.
I
Yeah,
know
Dylan
that's why
wasn't
I'm
here
not
'cause
gonna.
he was a bum.
I'm not gonna
What?
come down on you guys
Who
for
said
not
that?
knowing certain
Nobody said
things.
that.
Arnold Allen lost by decision to Gene Silva. For those of you guys who don't know, these two guys both are just the craziest motherfuckers on the roster. That's why you saw Buddy just jump on his back, stand there, and then jump off for a minute. They both have a little bit of CTE, and they're both pretty fucking crazy. So, this was
Jake, the AA battery fucking let us down.
Yeah,
Well, if you want. AA Batter was supposed to lose. He's not in Houston, and it's not a fight night. He only wins.
I don't
in
care.
Texas.
We gave him a cool nickname, and so he was supposed to win.
Yep. There was no other option there.
Should have done your research.
We called him the AA battery and couldn't look back after that.
Natalia Silva came out, beat Rose Namajunas in decision on round 3. Rose lost again. She was fucking crying after the fight, thinking that she should have won. But honestly, I think the call was right. All right.
I
now
don't.
let's get to Waldo. Waldo.
I disagree.
Hey, pause, dickhead. Jesse's
I
got a
disagree.
comment.
I disagree. I thought round 1 went to the wrong person.
I didn't think you watched the fight. I'm so sorry, Jeff.
I did. Start to finish. And that's how I feel. That's my opinion. That's all I got. That's why I disagree. Because I feel like if the first round would have been flipped, it would have ended up being 2-1 that way.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I disagree, but you know what? I'll give you that. I'm just
Your
happy
eyes
that
are
you
worse
watched.
than mine. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that. You couldn't see what I saw.
Come on, Dylan, open your eyes.
Well, I'm trying. I need a couple dreads in my way.
You guys were just as blind. Oh, look.
Oh.
Really? Really?
That's fucked.
That's what we're going? Low blows?
What do you mean
Low
low blows? Acting like you haven't had that same hair for like years
Going
now.
lower.
Come on, you know he was sitting on the couch with the do-rag on so that he could see perfectly.
This is swell coming from the guy who falls asleep on the floor with the shower running for 4 hours.
I shared that with you guys with confidence.
Swell.
That you guys-
Trying to tell me. Trying to come at me. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I made a mistake. All right.
See
Derek
this.
Lewis.
How about that?
Derek Lewis got knocked out.
Yeah, he did. He got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anytime Derek
Yeah.
Lewis is not in Texas or not on a fight night, he loses. His record not on fight nights or in Texas is now 0-6. Boys, little research.
What did
Your
we say,
UFC
Jake?
guys show up
Jake.
for once.
Jake, what did we say?
Jake, that was the first
He's either-
podcast I've
he's
missed
either
in
gonna
3 years
knock
talking about
somebody
him
the fuck
show up
out.
for once.
Ty did
He's
say
gonna
that.
get knocked the fuck out.
Ty did say that.
It's gonna be one or the other. It's just which side do you pick? It's
You were
always a
enticed-
knockout.
You were enticed by the commentary about his sweaty balls and fucking his wife and all that stuff, and I get it. I get it.
When I think about Derek Lewis, that's the first thing I think of.
I understand.
Adds up.
His wife or his balls?
Yes,
Okay.
His wife's balls.
it's one clip.
Wait.
His balls wife. Jesus.
Yes. There we go.
Ball is wife.
Co-main event. Sugar Sean O'Malley finally came back out to Superstar, and that's all anybody ever wanted because whenever he comes out to that song, he actually fights like a UFC fighter. Back in the win column, beats Song Yadong. Doesn't have to change his name because he said if he lost, he was going to be Sean Yadong. So he does not have to change his name. He gets to continue to stay Sean O'Malley.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he now has pretty much cemented himself in a spot where there's going to be a title fight between Merab and God, I can't remember his name right now. And then O'Malley will get winner. So
Do a little bit of research, and we'll know like what we're talking about when we're talking UFC. Like what the other guy's name is. That would help.
no thoughts on the O'Malley fight? Okay, Jesse.
You know what really drove me insane is like this fight felt like it went very fast, and what I mean by that is in one moment I was watching, was also playing the game, finished what I was doing quickly, went to look down, and I was watching intros for the next fight. Don't know what happened. It just felt like things were like this.
You're like me when I was in the bathroom. I was just, this floor feels nice. And then all of a sudden you wake up and
Don't do that. Don't compare that. I watched the other fights around it.
Okay,
I wasn't awoken.
I agree. I mean, it was a great walkout. It was a great fight, and it was a great way for O'Malley to get back in the win column because he needed to. And I know that Tyler said that he was going to fade O'Malley because he continued to ride O'Malley and he would lose. So this was kind of like this is for the benefit of my boy type of thing. So shout out to you, Ty.
Had to be done.
Yep. In the last fight, main event. I mean, every time you want to talk about back-to-back, just incredible walkouts. You get Sean O'Malley coming out to Superstar, and then you get Patty the Batty coming out to his shit. I mean, good Lord. I've never seen so many people in their life do this motion before. It was kind of crazy. Patty the Pimblet comes out. Justin Gaethje comes
Patty
out.
the Pimblet.
Gaethje locked him out round one. After round one, Patty the Batty woke the fuck up and said, okay, yeah, I'm in a war with this absolute pit bull. In round two, Tyler, mute your mic, damn it. Okay, you get it.
That was funny.
Fucking
What the fuck's a Pimblet?
Patty. We go to round two, and we get Justin Gaethje finally back on his heels a little bit off of Patty, but really, Patty could never get the shots that would land him. It almost seemed like Patty was looking more for precision than he was power, whereas Gaethje's just going to come out and whack you. Couldn't get any takedown attempts on Gaethje either. That really bit him in the ass. Round 5, they finished the fight, just beating the absolute piss out of each other on their feet. It made Patty look really good for his first UFC title fight. And Gaethje, who we know is in the final run of his UFC career, gets that elusive championship. So I think it actually kind of worked out the way the UFC gods wanted it. Just saying. And
I like that.
Can't get knocked out.
This was the first fight that Dylan talked about where there wasn't a conspiracy theory behind why somebody won. That's what I like. One guy can't win in Texas. One guy can't win unless it's fight night in Houston. The other guy, like, his walkout is why he won. This one was just a fight, and the UFC gods determined the winner. And It was a great fight.
Hell yeah.
Was there a conspiracy behind this one that you didn't mention?
No.
Okay.
I think it's such.
Wondering.
I almost thought of it in a WWE standpoint, where it was almost.
So you think it was all fake and fixed?
Not at all. What I meant is
Oh.
this is actually better for the Patty storyline in terms of him losing this first title fight, getting a couple more excitement, coming out, and winning again. So
Now I don't
It'll
follow
tell
it
me
as
one more.
closely as I did like a couple of years ago. Has he lost a good amount of weight? Did he change weight class? He looked like he was smaller than he used to be.
no, Patty the Batty's a shapeshifter. Patty the Batty is the only fighter in the UFC that I've seen who can gain 50 pounds a month after his fight, and then a month before he fights, he loses 50 pounds. He's a shapeshifter.
Okay, because I'm like,
He
I thought he
cuts
used
and
to be
gains weight.
bigger.
Dude,
But-
he goes on like a crazy diet, and then if you look at his YouTube channel, the second he's done fighting for the next week, it's just him going to restaurants and ordering the whole menu and eating them at everywhere he goes. The guy is a fucking shapeshifter. It's great.
That's impressive. Because I was confused, but I guess that makes sense.
No, Patty, if he really wanted to,
If he's an
could fight
alien,
like 4
he's an
different weight
alien.
classes. Just based off how he's feeling.
Derek Lewis, I want you.
You know what I mean? Like, give me 2 months and I'll be a heavyweight.
That's nuts.
All right. UFC 324 was great. Paramount Plus made a shit ton of money, and I think that everyone's just happy. The reason why Jesse actually watched, the reason why Tyler actually watched, not just because the fights were what they were, well, it's because they didn't have to bring out $70 off their credit card. They could just go onto Paramount Plus and flip that bitch up. So, great move by the UFC. You're going to get a lot more casual people to actually watch your shit because you don't have to make it a whole, everybody come over and throw $10 for the pay-per-view. You can just watch it on
Isn't
Paramount.
there another fight card this Saturday too? Isn't it back-to-back Saturdays?
Yeah.
I believe so.
UFC 325.
Yes, correct. It's Royal Rumble's at 2, and then this is at 9. Sorry, that doesn't matter. But
But he just plugged the Royal Rumble for no reason.
well, actually, the Royal Rumble should be plugged. It is the most watched event that WWE puts on more than WrestleMania. Like the casuals watch Royal Rumble more than anything. So I will plug that. All right.
So who's UFC 325? Is that a good
Volk
one or no?
and Diego Lopez is the main event. Tai Tuivasa is taking on Teixeira. Look, I'm gonna keep it $150 with you as the UFC guy. There's one fight that matters, and that's the main event. That's Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. The rest of them really ain't shit.
That's who I know, so that adds up.
Dan Hooker against Benoit Saint Denis. Marcio
I know Dan Hooker.
Marcio Ruffy against Rafael Fiziev.
Ruffy?
Raphael.
No,
Oh,
the first guy's
Ruffy?
last name is Ruffy.
Oh, Ruffy. Yeah, his last name's Ruffy. Yeah. Mauricio Ruffy.
I would chirp the fuck out of a guy named
Yeah.
Ruffy.
You ain't too rough. You just a little rough.
Quaylen Southkillid versus Jamie.
Little Chihuahua
McCarthy.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're losing me. So, yeah.
So really, like I said, that's the main event. Hell, you could get more enticing matches on the Royal Rumble, like I said, than this fucking fight card. Double plug. Anyone got anything they want to add before we get the fuck out of here?
No.
All right.
I got nothing.
All the MLB shit, I just want you guys to know I am not ignoring. I am just taking Tyler's advice, and I'm going to save it all, and then we're going to smack you with it when it's warm outside. So,
Or even just, post Super Bowl is
yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Because you'll need some more stuff to talk about. But
All right, 100%.
that's when we start all of our pre-NFL draft prep. So
Woo! Jesse's got something to add before we leave.
Maybe this
I hope
is
it's
just a smoking
controversial.
gun. Maybe this is just karmic. But I don't like when I see headlines like this. They really drive me crazy. Really drive me crazy.
You cannot
Patriots list Drake May as limited prior to Super Bowl practices.
I know it's a long time. 2 weeks. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Did they say why he's limited?
We are looking at limited for banged up right shoulder.
Okay.
And that is also his throwing shoulder, is
Yes.
it not?
He will play. He'll play. And if he doesn't
he'll play.
that ass whooping will get even worse. All right.
Yep.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We appreciate you guys checking us out. Fucking great pod today. People showed up today. I don't know if you saw that, Tyler. Hell yeah. Check us out on the socials at RapidTide586 on X, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitch, on all social medias. We will see you guys Saturday where we shoot everything that's going on in the rest of the world of sports. Hell, I don't even know what we're going to talk about this Saturday. Hell, there might not even be a Saturday podcast because there's not football. So we may or may not see it just next Wednesday. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you later. Check us out on the socials. Hit the bell. Hit the follow button. We appreciate you. I'm McKelly. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Woo!